Okay, everybody, can you start your video? Okay, so now everyone can turn on your video. Okay, can you hear me, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now we're gonna start the lesson now. So you need to start your video. So Xin Hong, Jairus, Xing Yi, and okay, let me see. Wilfred, your camera has to go down a bit lower so I can see your face totally. Yeah. Nathan, no virtual background. So either you have a blurry background or just a normal your home background. So Nathan got to change your background. And okay, Xing Yi, got to start your video. Okay, now just to let you know that Mr. is going to mute all of you. All right, so when the lesson starts, I will mute everybody, so you are not able to unmute yourself. All right, so after the booklet A, when we have gone through booklet A, then I will allow you to unmute yourself to ask questions. But during the lesson, as I'm teaching, no one is supposed to ask anything, right? But halfway through, you can ask questions. And then after the whole lesson, after 1 hour, there is another round of asking questions. Okay, so there are 2 rounds of asking questions so that we all don't get distracted by somebody who is talking, right? Okay, so let's start. Okay, so let's get your MGS paper 1 ready. All right, MGS paper 1. And today we will go through slowly. Okay, slowly. So we go through every single question. Okay, before we start, is my voice very clear? Very clear, right? Okay, good. So everybody can all hear my voice. Okay, now a few more things to say before we start the lesson. When you do your corrections, you must use a green pen to do corrections, because when I mark your paper 1, I can't really tell the difference between your corrections and your original answers. All right, because some of you use black pen to do corrections. As a result, I cannot give you the marks. All right, or your marks are not accurate. So if you have a mistake, you need to use a green pen. Okay. All right. So Hannah has a question, right? So give me a while. Okay, so let me allow Hannah to mute. Okay. Okay, Hannah, give me a while first. Okay, okay, let me see. Okay, Hannah. Okay, wait. Okay. All right, Hannah, let me see. Okay, or let me just allow you to unmute first before we start. Okay, any questions before we start? Yeah,
I
Hannah?
need to go take
No,
green
what?
pen.
Hannah first. Hannah first. Hannah, what do you say?
I need to take green pen.
Okay, now anyone who needs to take something, go and do it now. You need to go toilet, go and do it now, because during the lesson, you should not be going to toilet or taking any other thing. So have everything on your table before we start the lesson. Okay, all right, next question.
I didn't do my paper 2. Only did paper 1.
Okay, now there is Nathan, right? Nathan, I need you to ask relevant questions. We are talking about paper 1. If you haven't done paper 2, then you do it. All right, do it before the next lesson, which is your Saturday lesson. All right, ask
Okay.
questions, they are relevant. Okay, anyone else has any question before we start the
You
lesson?
mean that's not relevant? Okay, sure.
All right, so I'm going to mute everybody so you are not able to unmute yourself already. Okay, so let me just, okay, let's start the lesson. So Hannah, Xing Yi, once you're back, you can start your video. Okay, come, let's look at question 1. Okay, question 1. Okay, and what do we do? Okay, find the value of 36 minus 3 times 9 plus 12 divided by 3. So when you have such a question, what do you do first? You do the times, what comes first, and what is more important, and what comes first, which is the times. Okay, hang on for a while. I thought Mr. Give me a while first. Let me just double check to see everybody is muted so that no one gets distracted. Okay, allow, okay, all right. Okay, now, so what do you do first? You do the times first. So you have 36 minus 3 times 9, 27, and write out the rest of the steps. Okay, 12 divided by 3. Okay, 12 divided by 3. Okay, Nathan, I need you to mute yourself. The next time if you're going to interrupt the lesson, I will have to kick you out already. Okay, Nathan, that's your final warning. Understand? All right, so if you interrupt the lesson later, you will be out of the room already. Okay, clear? Okay, so you do the times first. And how do you show that you do it first? You show the bracket. Okay, show the bracket. Okay, then what do you do next? You have minus, plus, and divide. So bracket the divide. The divide you have to do first. So you have 36 minus 27 plus 4. Okay, then you have minus and plus. What do you do first? So minus and plus, you do left to right, whichever comes first. So 36 minus 27, you have 9. And then 9 plus 4, you get 13. So you have to do step by step. Okay, step by step. Don't do mentally. Write down the steps in this way, and you will be able to get your answer more carefully. So the answer is number 2. Okay, question number 2. What is the missing number? Well, this is your place value. This is 5 million. Okay, 5 million. And what is the place value of this digit 7, which is 700,000. Okay, 700,000. And what's the place value of the digit 1, which is 10,000. And the value of the digit 4, what's the place value, which is 4,000. And 3, there'll be 300. And 0 means nothing, right? There's nothing. And what is the place value of 2? Ones. So there's 2 ones. Okay, so it's quite simple. So you're tested on your place values. Okay, question number 3. Find the value of 1 and 2/3 minus 3/4. So you have to make the denominator the same, times 4 and times 3. And on top, you also times 4, and over here, you times 3. So when you do fractions, you have to make the denominator the same before you add or subtract. So you have 1 and 8/12 minus 9/12. Yep. And how to minus? You can see that 8 cannot minus 9. So how do? You can what? You can change it to improper, right? 1 times 12 is 12, then plus 8, 20/12. And then you minus 9/12. And you will get 11 out of 12, which is your answer. So answer number 2. Okay. All right. So if you got all the answers correct, revise. Okay. It's a good chance to revise. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Okay. Question 4. How do you change it to a decimal? Okay. There is a shortcut. The shortcut means that you do not have to take 5 divided by 8. This is a longer way. So what's the shortcut? The 8 is a very special number. You can multiply by 125 to get 1,000. It's a special number. Remember, the 8 is a special number. So you can do faster. And then on top, you also times 125. So you have 5 times 125, and you will get 625 over 1,000. What's the decimal? The decimal will be 0.625. So can you see that it's faster compared to doing your long division? So how do you round off to 2 decimal places? You draw a line to show how a 2 decimal place look like this, right? And look at the digit nearest the line. Is it 5 or bigger? Yeah, the digit is 5 or bigger, right? So add 1. And your nearest 2 decimal place will be 0.63. So your answer is what? Your answer will be number 3. All right. Okay. Now, any questions? I want you to just put a note there. After the booklet A, then I will let you ask questions. Okay, question 5. Now, how do you change into meters? How do you change into kilometers? You have to change this into meters first, which is 3,050 meters, because 3 kilometer is 3,000. 1 kilometer is 1,000. So 3 kilometer is 3,050 meters. Okay, now from small to big. Okay, from small to big, what do? Divide. Okay, small unit to big unit, you have to divide by 1,000, because 1 kilometer is 1,000. But there's no decimal point. So what do? You will have to create a decimal point. Put a 0.0 there. And then you have to shift the decimal point to the left 3 times, because there are 3 zeros. So you have 1, 2, and 3. So what is the decimal? 3.050 or 3.05. Okay, so your kilometers is 3.05 kilometer. Answer number 2. Okay, number 2. Okay, let's go on. Let me just double check to see that the answers are all correct. Okay, let's go to number 6. Shortcut. Okay, now, okay, anyone who want to raise hand, can you do it after question 15? Right, question 15. Okay, now question 6, shortcut. So what's the shortcut? Now, you want to change the decimal to percentage, always change into fraction, your fraction. So what's the fraction? 0.64 is also 64 over 100, because there are 2 decimal place. 2 decimal place means there are 2 zeros. 100 has 2 zeros. Okay, once the denominator is 100, then how many percent? 64%. Very fast. You just have to make sure the denominator is 100, and then the numerator is the percentage. So your answer is 64%. Okay, question 7. Okay, Peter bought a printer which costs $500 before GST. So before GST will be how much? Will be 100%. Okay, so you put 100% or 100 units is $500. Okay, so I'm going to do the the way, okay, the way that we Tong always do, the unit statements. So if 100 units is $500, then 1 unit will be 500 divided by 100. And I hope you know how to cancel the zeros. You take out 2 zeros, okay, take out 2 zeros, and the other number also take out 2 zeros, and you have 5 divided by 1, and you get $5. Okay, how much is the GST, which is 7%? So 7% will be 7 times 5. Okay, so the GST is the extra money that you have to pay, which is $35. So the answer is number 2. Okay, this is how you write in a very organized steps so that your teacher can understand how to give you the marks. Okay, let's go to question 8. Okay, question 8, ratio. So if there's a ratio question, then you need to label the ratio. There are 42 bits, 24 are red, and the rest are blue. So what's the ratio of the red to the blue? So label your ratio, and there's a total in your ratio. Okay, if you're not sure whether the ratio has a total, just put the total inside because it's going to be very useful. So there are 42 bits, isn't that 42? And 24 are red. And how many blue? 42 minus 24, that will be 18, right? So when you have ratio, you need to simplify, simplest form. So divide by 6. Don't divide by 2 because it's too slow. So divide faster. Divide by 6, you get 4. 18 divided by 6, you get 3. And 42 divided by 6, you get 7. So what's the ratio of the red to blue? Red to blue. Isn't that 4:3? So your answer is number 3, ratio method. Okay, so please label the ratio when you're using the ratio method. Okay, question 9. Now, in the figure, you have 2 straight lines. So your PQ is a straight line where? So, okay, this is a straight line. And then your RS is also another straight line. So what letter do you form? X. Okay, there's an X there. So which of the following is false? Okay, let's look at one by one. Let's look at number 1. W is equal to T. Oh, isn't that correct? W is equal to T. So your first answer is correct already. Yeah, because opposite angles, right? In the X. What do you mean by opposite angle? If there is a X, the angles that are opposite each other are the same. All right, and you also have another pair of opposite angles, which are also the same. So for question 9, your W is equal to angle T. Yep, understand? Okay, so because you got the answer already, then the rest we don't have to look at it. All right, okay, let's go on to question, okay, shall we look at question 2? Okay, answer 2. Okay, let me just show you why the rest are wrong. Angle S is equal to angle V. So if you look at angle S is equal to angle V. That is not correct because you can see that there's a line coming out here. Yeah, it looks a bit strange, right? So it doesn't form an X. Okay, there's no X there. So your angle S is not equal to angle V. Then how about number 3? Angle V plus angle U. Angle V plus angle U is equal to angle S. Okay. Yeah. I think I know why you raise your hand. I understand already because it's false, right? It's false, right? Miss Tong can choose the correct answer, right? It's supposed to be false, right? So angle W is equal to angle T. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I understand already why you raise your hand. Okay, so angle S is also equal to angle V plus angle U. That is also opposite. So angle S is equal to angle V plus angle U. So that is also correct. Yeah, we are supposed to choose the wrong statement. We don't choose the correct statement. Okay, angle S plus angle T is equal to 180. So angle S plus angle T, and they are on a straight line, that is 180 degrees. So angles on the straight line is 180 degrees. So that is also correct. So which is the wrong statement? The wrong statement is number 2. Okay, so now do you get your answer correct already? Yeah. Okay, so we don't choose the choose the correct statement. Supposed to be the wrong statement. Okay, unfortunately, if you want to warn me, is you can't do that also, so that everybody doesn't get distracted. So if you see a mistake, you can tell me later at the end of the booklet A. Okay, let's go to question 10. All right, question 10. Okay, so if I make any mistake later, just take note, and then later after question 15, you tell me. Okay, then we go back and correct the mistakes. Okay, let's go to question number 10. Okay, the number of muffins sold in Starlight Cafe when rounded to the nearest 10,000 is 320,000. So which one is most likely to be the muffin soup? Okay, let's look at one by one. And how do you round off to nearest 10,000? 10,000 has how many zeros? 10,000 has 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should be drawing a line. Okay, it's a bit too thick. Okay, let me just put down 310964. Where do you draw the line? Over here to show the last 4 digits. Okay, draw a line to show the last 4 digits because 10,000 got 4 zeros. Then look at the digit nearest the line. Is it 5 or bigger? Nope, so you don't have to add 1. So that will be 310, okay, 310,000, right? But you want 320,000. So that is not what you want. So number 1 is out. Okay, how about number 2? Okay, how about number 2? Okay, let's look at number 2. You have 314798. So draw a line to show the last 4 digits. And look at the digit nearest the line. Is it 5 or bigger? No, so you don't add 1. So you will have 310000. Same, still wrong, right? Okay, so is it 5 or bigger? If it's 5 or bigger, then you add 1. Okay, let's look at number 3. How about 323? Okay, let me 323564. So 323564. Okay, draw a line to show the last 4 digits. Look at the digit nearest the line. Is it 5 or bigger? Nope, so you don't add 1. So your nearest 10,000 will be what? 3, 2, all the digits here are zeros. Okay, so what's the answer? That will be 320,000 already, which is what you want. So your answer is number 3. Okay, this is how you round off to nearest 10,000. How do you round off to nearest 10,000? You have to draw a line to show the last 4 digits. Why must you show the last 4 digits? Because nearest 10,000 has 4, okay, 4 zeros. And then look at the digit nearest the line. Is it 5 or bigger? If it's not 5 or bigger, don't add anything. So you will get what? You will get 31,000, 31,000. Okay, that's how you round off. Are you clear? Okay, same goes to rounding off to hundreds, rounding off to thousands is the same. Okay, let's go to question 11. Okay, volume. Now, a rectangular tank measure 20 by 15 by 5. It is 3/5 filled with water. So what is the volume of the water in the tank? So when there is a fraction, then you have what? You have a family of fractions. That is 5/5, right? That is 3/5. There's also a 2/5. What is 2/5? Means empty. Means a tank is 2/5 empty. 3/5 filled with water, 2/5 empty, and the whole tank is 5/5. All right, so can you find the volume of the whole tank, which is 5/5? Shortcut, 20 times 15 times 5. Okay, shortcut. How to do that? You take 2 times 15, 30, right? 30. 30 times 5. 30 times 5 is 150. 30 times 5. And there's 1 0 over here. So you just add 1 0 behind. That is your 5/5. All right, so can you find 1/5, which is 1 unit? So how much is 1 unit? You take 1,500 divided by 5. So your 1 unit is 300. So what is the water in the tank, which is 3/5, 3/5, 3 units. So 300 times 3, that will give you 900. So there is 900 cm cube of water. So answer number 3. Okay, all right, let's go to question number 12. Okay, so remember, if you have any question, put a notes there so that later you can ask. Okay, in the figure below, you have BC is equal to CD. BC, where's your BC? BC, where's your BC? BC is equal to CD. What does that tell you? This is 5, then here also 5, then this must be 7. Okay, so your picture cannot be very clean. So you have to make sure that you put numbers on your picture. So can you find the area of the shaded triangle? So how do you find this? Okay, it's a bit hard to find because it's not a right angle triangle. So you have to know your base, half times base. So what's the base? The base is what? The base is here, 7. Okay, the base is usually horizontal. And how do you get your height? So if you are confused how to get the height, now this is your last chance to know how to get the height using the ruler. Okay, put the ruler on the base and shift it left and right until you see a line that is parallel with the ruler. And that's the height of the shaded triangle. So half times base times height. And you will get, you cannot cancel, right? You can't cancel. So what do? Half times 7 times 5, 35. And then you have to take 35 divided by 2. So you have to do working. So this one, there's no shortcut. You divide by 2. So 1 times 2, right? Do the division. Put the digit 5 down. 7 times 2 is 14. And there's a remainder 1. So how to continue dividing to get decimal? So you have to change the whole number into a decimal. And then raise up the decimal point, put the 0 down, and then 5 times 2 will be 10. And that's how you get your decimal answer, which is 17.5. So what's your answer? Your answer, the shaded area is 17.5 centimeters square. Answer number 2. Okay. All right. So please pay attention now. Look up because it's a big group. So I can't tell you to pay attention. You have to take responsibility for yourself. All right. To look up at the screen. Right. Okay, Jairus. Okay. So let's go on to the next one. Question number 13. Okay. Question 13 and fractions. Fractions means what? Draw model. Right? Even if you think you know how to do without the model, you should still draw model. Because why? For the harder questions, you will have to start with simple models like this. Simple models. So if you don't draw a model, you find that you can't draw the simple model. So how do you draw this simple problem? The fraction is talking about eats. What is eats? Which is the money she received. Okay, so you draw a rectangle. Yep, which is the money. Cut it into 5 boxes. And how much is the money? $200. And she spent 4/5. She spent. So label. She spent, right? And then the 1/5 must be the leftover. Okay, right? And she spent the same amounts of money each day. So how much did she spend each day? So can you find how much she spent altogether first? So you take 5 units, you look at the model, that will be 5 units is equal to $200. Then your 1 unit will be 200 divided by 5. You can do some mental sum if you are confident. And how many units did she spend? She spent 4 units. So 4 units will be $160 altogether. So she spent $160 over how many days? Over 5 days. Okay, she spent $160 over 5 days. So how much did she spend each day? If every day is the same amount, then you take 160 and then you divide by 5 and do your working. And every day she must have spent $32. And your answer is number 1. Do you understand? Okay, clear? Okay. All right, so do your corrections if there's a mistake, but you got to copy fast, okay, because the pace is going to be a bit fast. Okay, Xinghong, you raise your hand, right? So you take note first. Take note first. Later, after question 15, then everybody ask question. Take turns to ask question. Okay, let's go to question 14. Right, question 14. Okay, right, question 14 and model again. So your fractions. Why model? Because it's fractions. A shop has 104 mobile phones. It sold 32 of them in the morning and 5/8 of the remainder. Okay, now there's a very important lesson here. You cannot draw a rectangle and start cutting into 8 boxes. You cannot do that. What is the concept of remainder? Those of you who start drawing like that is wrong already. Concept of remainder means what? It means that you must have spent something or you must have something in front first. There is something in front. And then the remainder is where? On your right side, which is the 8 boxes. So what is in front? All right, a shop had 104 mobile phones. It sold 32, and that is in front. So you must have something in front before you have the remainder. So this is the sold, and this is the remainder, which is the 8 boxes here. Okay, this is your remainder. Okay, and then what did he do with the remainder? He sold 5/8 of the remainder in the afternoon, and the rest must be not sold. Okay, so how many mobile phones were not sold? Question mark. Okay, so a very simple model, and the harder questions, the very hard questions, you have to start with this kind of model. You have to start with this kind of model before you draw some more. So don't do your own way, because if you think you know how to do, still try to draw the model, because it will help you to draw the harder problems later. Okay, so the boxes here are called units. Okay, units. All right, so what do? You take the total minus the 32 to get how many is the remainder. So 104 minus 32 you get 72, which is 8 units. So 8 units is equal to 72. So 1 unit will be 72 divided by 8. Okay. And can you find how many units are not sold? Which is 3 units. So 9 times 3 or 3 times 9. So you have 27 mobile phones not sold. Got it? Okay, are you clear? Easy? All right. Okay, so Darius, okay, Darius? Yeah. Okay, so let me just have a quick check. So Michaela, understand? Okay, all right, let's go on to the last question. Okay, angles problem. All right, this is simple. All right, why simple? There's an isosceles triangle. So which two angles are equal? You look at the sides, this line and this line, they are equal. So which two angles are the same? Here and here, they are the same. But we don't know what they are. So can you find other easy angles? Here, what's the angle here? You take angle on the straight line, which is 180. So 180 minus 50 minus 86, you get 44. Yeah. And then what do? Then you take 180 minus 44 and divide by 2. So every time there's an isosceles triangle, you have to divide by 2. All right. So let me just write down 180, sum of angles in the isosceles triangle, minus 44, and then the answer divide by 2. So what do you get? So 180 minus 44, and then divide by 2, you will get 68. So the angle here is 68 and 68. Okay, and Mr. forgot to do something. We need to put the question mark first before you do anything else. What is the question mark? ABE. ABE. So this is the question mark. So your answer is what? 68 degrees. Okay. Okay. So let's ask questions now. We have come to the end of your booklet A, and okay. All right, so now you can, okay, so let's have some questions. If you need, raise a hand first, so Ms. Long can see who wants to ask question. Okay, Xing Hong.
Question 13.
Question 13.
Yeah, question 13. I got number 2 because you drew the model wrongly. You 1 unit is 40, then 4 units is 160, but then why did you divide it by 5 when it's actually 4 units?
Oh, why divide by 5? Oh, okay. So Xing Hong, you have to be very careful over here. How much did she spend altogether? She spent 4/5. And
no, she spent each day, means it's 1 unit, not but okay. You see, your 40 times 4, not times 5.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look and see. Maybe this one is wrong. Let's have a look. So you take the money that she received, right? And you divide it by 5 units. So you have 5 units is 200. So your 1 unit is $40, right? So how many units did she spend? She spent 4 units. Can you see that? She spent 4 units. So
but he said how much did he spend each day?
Yeah, you're coming to that. So she spent 4 units, right? So you take 40 times 4. So she must have spent $160 altogether, right? Which is how many days? Which is over how many days? Which is over 5 days. Over 5 days, right? So if she spent $160 over 5 days, then how much did she spend each day? So shouldn't you take $160 and divide by 5 days? Am I correct? Am I correct? So Shihao, you saw your mistake already?
Okay.
Okay, so Misa is correct, right? Yeah, there's no mistake. Okay. All right, Hannah, question? Yeah, Hannah, where are you? Question?
Just now my sister distracted me a bit, so I missed out the question.
Okay, if you need to copy down, you wait until the lesson is over, then you copy down. All right.
Okay.
Okay, Monica, question, Monica. Raise your volume.
I'm late, and then what is for question number 1 to number 3?
Okay, that one, can you wait after that? Wait at the end of the lesson to check your answers. Okay, so that we don't keep everybody waiting. Anybody has questions about what we have gone through, you don't understand, or you don't know how to get the answer? Anybody? If not, we're going to move on to booklet B already. Okay, so let's go to booklet B. And okay, now Misa is going to just allow you to have exercise self-control. I'm not going to press a button to mute all of you, but anybody who start talking when I'm teaching, that person bye-bye already. So I want you to exercise self-control, all right? So that I don't need to press that button to mute everybody. So after booklet B, All right, then we ask questions again. All right, Nathan, especially Nathan, understand? All right, so you say something, this one will say bye-bye to you already. Okay, so let's go to your booklet B. Okay, booklet B, we're going to continue where we stop. And okay, so how do we round this to the nearest thousand? So you have 79,509. Nearest thousand has 3 zeros. Similar to what you saw just now. So you have to draw a line to show the last 3 digits. And then look at the digit nearest the line. Is it 5 or bigger? Yes. Then you add 1 on the next digit. And you will get 80. 80 what? 80 thousands. And that's how you get your answer. So you need to know how to round off. Okay, the next one. Okay, the next one, some of you have a lot of working. But if you know that it's a 1 mark question, then you should think, do I need to have a lot of working if it's only 1 mark question? There must be something very simple about this question. So what is that simple thing? Grouping. Grouping. Can you see that you have a same number that is in the equation? 6, right? 6. And there's a 6 here. And there's a 6 here. What does it tell you? It tells you how many in one group. There are 6 cats in one group. There are 6 toys in one group. So how many groups are there? There are 438 groups of 6, which is equal to 238 groups of 6. And then what? And then plus how many more groups? Okay, plus how many more groups of 6? This is a shortcut. If you see a number that is repeated, that is grouping. How many in one group? You have 6 toys in one group. So I got 438 groups, which is equal to 238 groups plus how many more groups? All I have to do is just to minus. 438 minus 238, I get 200 more groups. Okay, so remember this way, there's a shortcut here. Okay, if you are doing a lot of working to get the same answer, it's actually not correct lah. Okay, next one. What is 60 kilogram and 2 grams? 60 kilogram is 60,000, right? 60,000 plus 2, right? Plus 2. So your answer will be 60,000 and 2 grams. And leave a gap and do not put a comma. Anybody put a comma, minus half a mark. There should be no comma there. Because once you put a comma there, you have 2 numbers already, 2 different numbers. So just leave a gap in the middle, okay? A gap. Okay, question 19. Okay, percentage. A baker sold 540 tarts. This percentage is talking about them. What is them? All the tarts, which is 100%, right? So 35% were peach tarts and the rest were strawberry tarts. So how many strawberry tarts did the baker sell? What do? You take 100%, which is all the tarts, 540. Okay, if 35% were peach tarts, then how many percent is the strawberry? You take 100% and you minus 35%, you will get 65% strawberry. Are you clear? This part must know how to get 65%. Okay, what happens if you don't know how to jump? Okay, this one will show you something. All right, I've said before already, just to revise. If I don't know how to jump, you find 1%. But then don't get decimal, right? Don't go and divide and get decimal. What should you do? Just write 540 divided by 100, right, as a fraction. Okay, as a fraction. Don't go and do any working. Don't go and get decimal. But you can what? You can simplify if you want. So 54 over 10, you can make it simplest form if you want. Okay. And then what is 65%? Then 65% will be 65 times 54 over 10. See, this is a shortcut, right? 65% is how much? 65 times 54 over 10. Okay, change the whole number into a fraction, and then cancel. Divide by 5. Okay, divide by 5. And 65 divided by 5. All right, 65 divided by 5 is 13. Okay, can we divide some more? Yeah, 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 54 divided by 2 is 27. So once your denominators are 1, you can multiply already. 13 times 27. This one got no shortcut. So you have to do your timetable. You have to do your working. So 13 times 27, do your working. But I'm going to do a bit faster. And you will get 351 strawberry tarts. Okay, so sometimes we can't really have, sometimes there's no shortcut, right? For this one, you have to do the working, multiply to get the answer. So understand? Okay, otherwise you can jump, right? Jumping method. Over here, I'm not jumping. I find 1% how much, then I later find how many is 65%. So there's no jumping over here. Okay, question 20.
Numerator and denominator.
Okay, question 20. Now you have a ABCE is a rectangle. Okay, shortcut methods. Okay, methods here. All right, when I say methods, shortcuts or methods, you have to open your eyes super big, right? Because it solves harder problems like maybe like this. The area of the rectangle is 40 cm square. What is the area of the rectangle? This whole thing. Remember the last lesson, Mr. told you about how to draw a right angle triangle. If you look at this triangle, is it right angle? No, it's not right angle. But can I draw a right angle triangle with the same area? Yeah, how? Draw the same base. The right angle triangle has the same base. Then the height, where's the height? The height is at the end of the red line to form a right angle. That is the same height as the shaded triangle. Right? Can you see the height of this shaded triangle is the same as the height over here? Right? Can you see my line there? All right, then what do? Then you have a right angle triangle like this. So the shaded triangle and the right angle triangle, they have the same area. So my question is this: do you know how to find this area of the right angle triangle? Which is very simple, because if the rectangle area is 40, all I have to do is just divide by 2. And I will get 20. And if the right angle is the same as the shaded triangle, then my answer is what? 20 centimeters square, which is the area of the shaded triangle. Do you understand? There's a method here to solve harder problems. Okay. All right. So let's go to your question 21. Okay. Question 21. Any questions? You hold it there. Wait until the last question. Then we answer. Okay. Fractions again. No need to think. Now, again, Mr. tell you, you know how to do. You get the answer correct without the model. But remember, the harder questions also need to draw model, and all hard models start with a simple rectangle, which is how many parts do you cut. This fraction is talking about his money. So the money is cut into 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After spending 3 boxes on the computer game, the Dylan had $84 left. Okay, so how much did the game cost? Yeah, so I think you know how to do, right? So you count the boxes. So there'll be 7 units, $84. And your 1 unit will be 84 divided by 7. 1 unit is $12. And the computer game costs 3 units. So 3 units will be 12 times 3. 12 times 3, 36. Now, it's very simple. I don't need to draw a model. I can also solve. But you must know how to draw simple model so that you can draw the harder, because you need to build onto the simple model to draw even more to solve the harder problems. So if you don't know how to start drawing this simple model, you can't draw and solve the harder problems. Okay, that's why Mr. Ong keeps saying you have to keep drawing model if there is a chance to draw model. Okay, question 22. Now, Joseph saved $5,000, which is 100%. The interest rate is 3% per year. How much interest did he receive at the end of 1 year? So your 100% is the savings. Okay, so what do? You find 1%. Do I need to jump? No need to jump, because you can divide easily to get how much is 1%. So you have to cancel the zeros. So you take out 2 zeros, and you also must take out the same number of zeros. So you have 50, right? $50 divide by 1, and you will get 1% is $50. All right. So how much is the interest? 3 units or 3%. So 50 times 3, right? 50 times 3. So the interest is the extra money that you get, which is not your savings. It's not even part of your saving. It's just the extra money you get. So you will get $150 extra at the end of 1 year. Okay. All right. Monica, understand, Monica? I can't see your face, Monica. Got to pull your camera downwards a bit. Okay, let's go to question 23. Okay, we are coming to the end. Okay, now, what percentage? Shortcut. Change the percentage to what fraction? When you go to P6, you are doing the same thing as well. All right, so what fraction of all the pupils, which is 40, are in the dance club? Oh, that's easy to find, right? You take 15 pupils in the art club, 17 pupils in the science club, and the remaining pupils are in the dance club. So how many? You take 40, okay, take the total minus the 15 pupils in the arts club, minus the 17 pupils in the science club, that will give you 8 pupils in the dance club, which is your numerator. Okay, and then how to get your percentage? Make the denominator into what? 100. So can we get the simplest form? 8 divided by 8 and 40 divided by 8. Okay, now can we change the denominator into 100? 5 times 20, right? 5 times 20 and 1 times 20. So once your denominator is 100, how many percent? 20%. Okay, understand? All right, so lesson here, if you see what percentage, you have to write as a fraction first, then convert the fraction to percentage. This is faster and more effective. Okay, all right, question 24. Ratio method. Every time there's ratio, you have to use ratio method. Ratio of the money that Nikki had to the money that Ryan had was 3:5. So Nikki, Ryan, 3:5, and there is a total. Okay, the total is very useful, very important. Ryan had $75, which is how many units? Which is 5 units. So 5 units is $75. 1 unit is 75. Divide by 5. Do your working. 15. So how much did Nikki have? Nikki has 3 units. So 15 times 3, Nikki has $45. Very easy, right? Right. It can be a 1-mark question. So to get this 2-mark question like that is actually quite easy. Okay, question 25. Okay, question 25. Okay, I hope you can do this because it's also not very hard. How do you find the shader part? That's your method. What's the method? Take away method. All right. Why take away? Because the shader part is ugly, irregular. And how to use a take away? You will have to find the entire area, which is a nice triangle, and take away what you don't want. Take away the small triangle inside. And when you take it away, you have the shaded part left. That's how you use the method. So what's the area? What's the area of the big triangle? Half times base times height. So half times 18, the base is 18. And the height, okay, you should know by now, the height is from the vertex. Vertex. You know what's vertex? You should know, your school teacher taught about vertex, right? Vertex is the top of the triangle all the way down. That's the height. And the height is 14. Okay, shortcut, cancel. Divide by 2 and 18 divided by 2. Okay, then what do? 7 times 14. 7 times 14 is 98 centimeters square, which is a big triangle. Then how about the smaller one? How about the blue one? Half times base times the height. The height must always be right angle to the base from the vertex also. Okay, the vertex, the top of the triangle. So
Mr. Ong, 18 divided by 2 is 9, not 7.
18 divided by 2 is 9. Oh, okay, okay. All right, thank you. Okay, yeah, 18 divided by 2 is 9. So 14 times 9, 14 times 9 is 126. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, so that's the big triangle, big triangle area. Let me use a red color to show that it's the big triangle. Okay, how about the blue one? The blue one is half times 18 times 6. So you will have to cancel. So divide by 2 and then divide by 2. You get 9, right? And then 9 times 6. 9 times 6 will be 54. Okay, what is takeaway method? Takeaway method means what? You have to minus. Takeaway means minus. You take the big triangle and you minus the small triangle and you get the shaded part. So 126 minus 54 and your answer is 72 centimeters square. Okay, let me just have a quick check to see whether do we have the answer correct? Yeah, correct. So the answer is 72 centimeters square. And the units is given to you. If you look at the blank, it is given to you. So you don't need to write the units. But in your paper 2, if you don't write the unit, minus half a mark. Okay, question 26. Okay, clear so far? Okay, the average height of 5 boys was 1.42 meter. So if you don't know how to do average model, a rectangle cut into 5 boys. Okay, 5 boys, something like that. Okay, 5 boys. What is average? Average means everybody the same. 1.42, right? Everybody all the same. But is that their real height? No, it's just average. It's not their real height. Immediately, you can find the total. What's the total? Every time there's average. You take 1.42 times 5. So do your working, and you will get 7.1. Okay, one boy left the group. So what happened when he left the group? The height will become lesser, right? Am I correct? One boy left the group, so the total height will become what? Become shorter already. And the boy who left the group is what? 1.3 meter. So the total height has decreased by 1.3. So can you find the total height of the remaining 4 boys? Why must you do that? Because later, then you can find the average. To find the average, you must know the total first before you can divide. So what's the total? You take 7.1, which is the bigger total, minus your 1.3, you get 5.8. Then you divide by 4. Okay, now the question is, do you know how to divide decimal? Very important. This is your P4, 5.8 divided by 4. So how do you divide by 4? Okay, let's do a quick one. So 1 times 4, yeah, then you minus, raise up the decimal point, pull the 8 downwards, 4 times 4, 16, and there's a remainder 2. How to continue dividing? Add 1 more 0, and pull the 0 down. And then 5 times 4 is 20. So what's the average height of the remaining boys, which is 1.45 meter. That's the average height. Okay, yeah, am I correct? Okay, so you're tested on how to multiply decimal, how to divide decimals. So make sure you know how to do that. Okay, let's go to question 27. Okay, anyone who needs to copy down later, you're still quite slow in copying. What should you do? You can, after the lesson, stay back to copy down. All right, stay back, and then I will let you have time to copy. Okay, question 27. This one. Angle ACB. Where is your angle ACB? A, C, B. So what angle are you referring to here? Which is 3 times. 3 times means 3 units. And where is angle CAD? C, A, D. That will be what? That will be 1 time. If angle ACB is 3 times, then this angle must be 1 time, which is 1 unit. Okay, 1 unit. Okay, so can we find what is angle ACD, which is the question mark?
What's
Yes.
the answer?
No, answer later, okay? Answer will be later. So Mr. will go through everything first, then you will see the answer later. Okay, so how do you find how do you find the question mark? Look for easy angles, okay? Look for easy angles that you can find. So do you see there's a 40, there's a 80, so can we find this angle? Sum of angles in the triangle is always 180 minus 40 minus 80, and you will get 60. Okay, whatever numbers you have found, you need to put inside. Okay, put inside. And then what other angles you can find next? You can find the angle over here. Oh, actually, we don't have to find anymore already, because what you can find the question mark, which is 1 unit, because 3 unit is equal to 60, right? Then your 1 unit must be 60 divided by 3. So no need to find any other angles already, because your answer is 20 degrees. Okay, well, Mr. will show you the answer. You will see the answer later. Okay, I want to go through all the questions, then you see whether your answer is correct. Okay, question 28. Okay, 28. Now, question 28 is the hard one. Every paper one that you do, there will always be a few questions that are hard, and they happen to be where? Happen to be in the last few. Okay, the last few questions. So, but no matter how hard they are always simple steps. What kind of simple steps? Read the question. The average time taken by the 4 participants was 82 minutes. Simple step like what? Simple steps like finding the total time, which is 82 times 4, right? You take the average and you times 4. So what is 82 times 4? You will get 328. That is the total time. Okay, simple step, simple step. You may get half a mark, 1 mark. And then there's another simple step if you don't know how to do. The other simple step is you can find the 3 persons together. You take 328 and you minus 86. 328 minus 86. And this 3 person will be 242. And then you tell me, I don't know how to continue already, which is okay, because that's what you do what you can. And then you skip, go to the next question in the exam. Okay, simple steps. So always try to do the simple steps. Okay, now Cardin took 39 minutes more than Anna. Oh, so Karin took 39 minutes more than Anna. So what do? You can do some model to help you. So Karin took 39 minutes more than Anna. So this is your 39 minutes more. So give a guess and check. You can do some guess and check. So Anna, maybe start with 60. I don't know. So you always start with a small number first before you increase. And then Karin must be 99. Yeah. And then then what? Then you add these two person together. All right, add these two person together, see what happens. So if this is 60, this is 99. Then these two person add together, that will give you 60 plus 99, you will get 159. Yeah, 159. And then you take 242 minus 159, do you get 80 something? I don't know. Okay, you take 242, then you minus 159, do you get 80 what? All right, if you get 70, something is wrong already, because Beth must start with the digit 8. So 242 minus 159, you get 83. Yeah, if you minus and you get 70 something, then you know that. Then you know
the
that.
answer is 83.
Okay, yeah, the answer is 83. So if you guess wrongly, right, and you find Beth is maybe 70 something or 60 something, then what do? Then you increase lah. Like Anna becomes 61, no? Anna becomes 61. Okay, so Anna becomes 61, and then Curry will become 100. Okay, 100 maybe. Yeah. So if your guess is wrong, then you have to do this increase until you until you get 80 something for Beth. Okay, so there's a guess and check here. So guess and check is it's not really like guess and check, because why? You have to guess until you get the answer correct. But it's still a method, right? So there's no other way to do this. If you know of a better way, then you can tell me later if there's a better way. Okay, so your answer is 83. Okay, let's go to question 29. Okay, question 29. Oh, this one. Don't know how to do, you draw your model, but I think we can do this easily. A baker used 0.12 kg of sugar to bake a butter cake. All right, now if you are confused, some of you don't know how to start, then you can write a simple statement. One butter cake is 0.12 kg. All right, okay, that is what? That is butter cake lah. Then the chocolate cake will be how many times? 3 times. So chocolate cake will be what? 3 times. 3 times means you have to times 3. So 0.12, then you times 3, right? When you see 3 times, 4 times, you must know that you have to times 3 times 4, okay? So 0.12 times 3 will be 0.36, which is 1 chocolate cake. But you want to bake 5. So what do? Then you take 0.36, then you times 5. Okay, so do you need me to show you how to do the working? Okay, let me show you, all right, in case you forget. 0.36 times 5. Okay, 6 times 5, 30. Carry 3 above. 3 times 5, 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. Put the decimal point first, then carry 1 above. And you'll get 1.80 or 1.8 kg. So how much sugar is needed for 5 chocolate cakes, which is 1.8 kg. Am I correct? Yeah, Hannah, your screen is a blackout already, Hannah. Okay, so can you lower yourself and blurry background, no black color, too black already your screen. Okay, the last question, question 30. Now, question 30. Okay, volume. A rectangular tank measures 60 by 50 by 50.
Not done copying.
Copying later, right? That means I told you already. If you haven't finished copying, wait. Okay, wait until the end of the lesson, right? Then you tell me, Storm, I'll let you have time to copy, so that everybody doesn't wait for one person to copy. Understand? All right. But if you can't stay back later, watch the video. Okay, watch the video to copy. So a rectangular tank measuring 60 by 50 by 15. What is that? Length, breadth, height. Okay, the question never say what's the length, never say what's the breadth, but you need to know that the length is the first number, the second number is the breadth, the third number is the height. Must know. Okay, all right, shortcut. What's the shortcut? 6 times 5 is 30. 30 times 15. Wow, 30 times 15. 30 times 15 a bit hard, right? So you may want to write down first. 30 times 15. What is 30 times 15? Then you 15 times 3 is 45. Then put the 0 behind. So 30 times 15 is 450. So you put 450. And how many zeros do you see in the statement? 2 zeros. And you put 2 zeros. Okay, right, shortcut. All right, now water flow into a tap at a rate of 5 liters per minute. Now, what does that mean? It means that 1 minute, 5 liter. Okay, but this 45,000 is not liter. It is what? It
You can
is
change the 1
set,
minute.
Xinhong, wait, Xinhong, remember, Mr. is teaching. So 45,000 cm cube, so it's not liters. So you can change it into liters. So important lesson here. When you do math, plus or minus, divide or times, what must you do? Make sure they are all the same units. Right? If you want to have liters, then make sure you change this into liters also, which is 45 liters. So if 1 minute is 1 minute is 5 liters, then how many minutes is 45 liters? Jumping. Okay, jumping. 5 times 9. This is called jumping already. And 1 times 9. So 9 minutes is 45 liters. So how long will it take to fill the tank completely? Which is 9. Do you understand? Clear? Okay, so now we can ask questions already. All right. So okay, so let's raise hand. All right, raise a hand if anyone has a question. So questions? Hand raise. Okay, don't just talk first. Okay. Okay, let's look at Monica. Okay, Monica.
What's the question 1 to 3 again?
Okay, question 1 to 3. Okay, can we talk about 15 to 30 first? Okay, let's talk about 16 to 30 first. Question
Okay.
16 to 30. So Hannah,
I need to copy down some.
sorry?
I need to copy down.
Copy down.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, those who need to copy down, we hold on for a while first. We
You
answer
also
those
need to
questions.
copy down.
Yeah, those who
You
need
haven't
to
answered my question.
later, those who need to copy down, you will be the last one. Okay, last one.
Yes.
And those who need to ask questions because you don't understand, we answer that first. Okay, those who need to copy down, need to check answer, you wait a while. Okay,
Okay,
wait a
then
while.
never mind.
Okay, next one.
I need to then I watch the video.
Okay, hence anyone else need to ask questions because you don't know how to get the answer? Anybody? Nobody, right? Okay, how about Mikala? All right. Okay. Now, if the rest of you have no questions to ask, you understand the lesson. Okay, then I will see you the next week. You have to do a paper 1 again. Next Monday, we go through that paper 1. Okay, and this time, Mr. Wan, you do one more thing. You are supposed to do the paper 1 in 1 hour's time. I don't know how long you take. If you get all the answers correct, but you take more than 1 hour, it is no good. Even though you get all the answers correct, you're supposed to get it done in less than 1 hour. So for the next few paper 1, I want you to time yourself and make sure you can get it done in 1 hour. After 1 hour is over and you're still doing, what do? Just circle, so that when we mark, the marks are not added, right? Those questions that you answer after 1 hour are not counted. Okay, understand? Okay, so those who have no questions, I will see you the next Monday. Okay. All right. Oh, wait, don't go yet. Okay, my students, my own students, you need to hand in your Henry Park paper 1. Some of you did not bring your Henry Park paper 1, so you have to bring on your lesson this week when you come. Okay, no questions. I'll see you next week. All right, those who need to stay back, you can stay back. Okay, bye Xinhong, bye Kian, and bye the rest of you. And who needs to stay back? Okay, stay back. And okay, so Monica, question 1 to 3. Okay, let's look at your. Okay, let's look at page 1. So question 1 to 3. Question 1 is 2. Question 2 is question 2 is 4. Right? Question 2 is 4. And then question 3 will be what? 2. Okay. Anything else to check? No.
And 7.
Okay, 7. 7. Where? 7. Okay. Okay. Oh, 7 is let me see. 2. Okay.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, once you have nothing else to ask already, you can leave.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. And Hannah. Yeah, Hannah.
I need 3.
Question 3, is it? Question 3. Wow, what happened now? Question 3, you came in late or what?
My sister was distracting me.
You got to get the next lesson, please put her away. Okay, put her away so that she doesn't distract you. Okay,
She's
got it.
outside.
Okay.
And then 11.
Okay, copy down quickly if there's a mistake. Oh, question what? Question 11. Okay, question 11. Question 11. Answer is 3.
And then 12.
And question 12 is 2. Do you get all correct?
Yeah, and the rest is I need the double check answer.
Okay, you need to double check. Can you watch the video? Watch the video because you have to go through every single one, right? So you watch the video.
No, like don't need to go through. I just need to check my answers correct or not.
Okay, so which one do you want to check?
17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay, hang on. Okay, 17, 200, 18, 60,002. And then question 19 is the 351.
Yeah.
And then the 220 centimeter square.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so I'll see you the next Monday. Okay,
bye.
Darius, bye-bye. Darius, next one, Darius. Question, Darius? Oh, no, Lucas? Lucas? Hello? Lucas, can you hear me? Lucas, can you hear me? Can you hear me? So what question you want to ask? Because
Oh, I didn't know it's over.
because you're doing something else, right? I'm pretty sure you're doing something else, right? Looking at your YouTube or what? Yeah. Okay, must be looking at something else. Okay, no questions, then I'll see you the next Monday. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, but pay attention now, Lucas, because this is going to be helpful for your paper 1 lesson. Okay, so I'll see you on the next Monday. All right, goodbye. See you next Monday. Right,
Bye.
goodbye.